because the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Black Adam is fine, and that's okay.
It's only a movie.
The story of 10th Adam has finally hit our screens. A project that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been waiting for over a decade has finally been realized.
How it has improved over the years, over a decade, is, man, just my experience in life. So 10 years ago, I was in a different place. Even though if the studio would have said 10 years ago, hey, let's make Black Adam now, I would have said, yeah, let's make it. But also, I'm glad, because things happen, like Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
Fate doesn't make mistakes. So this movie has happened when it was supposed to happen. Plus, I also have another 10 years of experience under my belt, man, that I'm just able to bring to the character of ups and downs and relationships and all the other shit that we all go through in life. I was just able to bring that to Black Adam. So that's how it's changed. It was a great question.
And the movie delivers on action, and the visuals are really good, and the music is super bombastic. And oh my god, guys, the freaking color. Oh, it's so good to finally see a superhero movie with good, or just a movie in general with good color grading. It's been a while. Yeah, you might say it's a little too Michael Bay for my liking, but I missed that. Oh god. So let's talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. The good, besides all the three things that I just previously mentioned, I thought The Rock did a pretty decent job. This was the role he was born to play. Yes, granted, he pretty much just played The Rock in this movie. The emotional beats with his character revolving his son, they worked, because in the comic books, Adam usually is just this generic bad evil guy that gets corrupted, whether he's an Egyptian prince or something more recently where he's also a slave and his family also dies, and it's instead of a son he has a nephew, and where in this movie he's granted the powers due to his son's selflessness. In this movie, however, or in the comics, however, he cultivates that power by killing his nephew, which is pretty freaking dark. But hey, that's comic books. And yeah, that's another thing about this movie. He's not really an anti-hero. Who is he killing? Intergang? By the way, I just realized how much of a DC head I am going into this movie, like all the references I got versus all my Marvel lore. So that was pretty interesting. But Intergang is just a generic group that usually either gets alien tech or advanced tech and goes around, doing crimes. So in this version, they made it like a almost paramilitary that's just invading Kahndaq. And they did a lot of social commentary that I pretty much enjoyed. I really liked when they made references to kind of like lampshade how the United States and other countries go to other war-torn countries and pretty much invade. Like, again, not anti-patriot or anything, but it's good to shed some light on that. It wasn't too heavy-handed, but it was noted. It reflected our real world. I thought the side characters were fine. Ariana is good. She was a likable side character. I don't know if she's really a side character, but I thought she was pretty good. I thought Sarah did a very well job in playing a woman who both cares for her country and cares for her family. And she was a good voice of reason. Not in the sense that she was like, oh no, Adam, you gotta do the right thing. But she definitely justified a lot of Adam's behavior, because again, in this movie, Black Adam's not really a bad guy. All he does is kill bad people, which is mostly Intergang, and that's when you get the introduction of the Justice Society, which, okay, for all my comic book fans, first of all, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. Hawkman. Carter Hall has always been kind of a joke. Out of all the members of the JSA, for me, it's always been Dr. Fate, Flash, Jay Garrick, and then Alan Scott, Green Lantern. So Hawkman was never really cool. Hawk Girl, no problem. Hawkman, Carter Hall, I thought the way he was portrayed by Audrey in this movie, it was good. I mean, it's Hawkman. What are you really going to get? The thing that shocked me is that they didn't allude to his whole reincarnation thing, especially when, a certain part of this movie happens. By the way, spoilers for Black Adam for this whole thing. I'm not really going to mince my words. If you're watching this as a spoiler-filled review, if you want my overall thoughts, I thought it was a pretty good movie. 7 out of 10. If we're doing ratings, I don't do ratings, but it's a good movie. Fuck the critics. Fuck my opinion. Go watch this movie. But if you're still here, the whole X-Mansion, and this is not even really a spoiler because you kind of see it in the trailer. Carter Hall's rich, and they don't explain it. They don't explain how he's rich. They don't even tackle the whole reincarnation or the whole alien aspect that he's, from Thanagar. We do get mentions of things like nth metal, which is a metal that Thanagarians use to beat the crap out of people. It's like vibranium. Eternium is also like vibranium in this movie because it's used to power magic, which is something that is from the comics, the Rock of Eternity and Eternium. That is a thing. So I like that reference. The council did not technically make a mistake because they never really chose Adam to begin with. In this movie, they choose his son, and his son was the hero of Kahndaq, and it was through the machinations of giving his father, to save his father from dying. Adam's son gives the power of Shazam to Adam, making him Black Adam, but he ends up dying. Then Adam uses his vengeance. He takes the energy and the anger and just starts massacring everything. What I don't like is that the fact that The Rock doesn't emote. And I know The Rock can emote, and I know The Rock can get angry. He was a freaking wrestler for many years, so you know how to act. So why aren't you acting like you don't? I'm not. He doesn't have to give an Oscar-winning performance, and you can tell sometimes he did bring a good performance when it was flashbacks with his son or his wife and things of that nature. But for the way that they, pretty much prepped up Black Adam, saying he's an unstoppable monster of rage and anger and fury. I didn't really get that. More don't get me wrong. The violence in this movie is crazy. There's no blood. There's not really a lot of blood or anything like that, but the way Adam just starts wrecking Intergang and wrecking Sabbac, that is, he rips Sabbac in half like fatality. Adam wins. So I thought that was really cool. So going back to the JSA, like I said earlier, my favorite members of the JSA are Flash, Green Lantern, and Dr. Fate. And oh my god, they nerfed Dr. Fate. So much pain! So much pain! And I understand why, because it's a movie, and they made a weird reference saying that the Naboo's helmet is alien in origin, which it's not. It's magic. It comes from gods and magical realms, the Lords of Order. So I don't know what the magical angle, I don't know what the weird angle was, especially when Kent dies, because in this whole movie, Kent sees the future. Dr. Fate sees the future, and he warns Hawkman, oh, he's gonna die. He sees two possible futures, which is not even possible futures. He sees a definitive future, and in that definitive future, he sees Hawkman getting killed. And I was thinking, all right, no problem. If he dies, he'll just come back as another, he'll get reincarnated. But no, Kent was like, oh no, we need you, Hawkman. I'm like, really? I mean, do you need his money? Because that... I thought Cyclone and Atom Smasher were really good. For what they are, for the youngsters, the new bloods, the metahumans, I thought their chemistry was pretty good. Noah Centineo, wow! If you told me I would like Noah Centineo in a movie, in a superhero movie, I would never believe you. Kid did a good job. He was really likable. A lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's Deadpool with man." He's not Deadpool. He can grow. He's Deadpool and Ant-Man. I mean, yes and no. I guess. For me, he was giving more Spider-Man vibes than anything. But And then Cyclone was adorable. They did a great job. She was a really likable character. Her whole backstory was crazy with the whole scientist abducting her and experimenting her and giving her nanobots that gave her, the whole aerokinesis thing. That was wild. I thought that was, out of everybody. I mean, Hawkman wasn't unlikable. Again, just to put that out there. He's just, he was doing a whole dick measuring contest with Black Adam, and I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be Atom Smasher, because Atom Smasher is usually the one that has that kind of relationship with Black Adam. But so, and Hawkman is known to be a very angry, hot-headed character. So the reason why they made him the leader here, I don't know. It is what it is. Were they necessary? Not really. I guess in the sense to give Adam somebody to fight besides the main villain. I thought they were likable. I want a JSA movie. If they're going to do a JSA movie, keep this cast, add more traditional people like Alan Scott. You can do Jade. You can do Stargirl. You can do Obsidian. You can do Power Girl. I don't know how you're going to do Power Girl, but technically, considering the end of the movie, let's talk about the end of the movie. We're jumping around. These are loose thoughts. Don't kill me. Yeah. Superman shows up in this movie. So this movie is definitely connected to the DCEU. It's kind of like a soft reboot, but like everything's still kind of connected until, they mention Flash or something. Because here you see Harcourt from Peacemaker and Suicide Squad 2. So she's still working for Waller, which is weird when you think about the end of Peacemaker. I don't know where that aligns, but I guess Peacemaker still happened, and I guess they're still on speaking terms. So there's that. It's still connected to the larger DCEU. I would like to see a team up between Peacemaker and Black Adam. I'm not gonna lie. If they ever do anything else with Peacemaker, like put him on the JSA. I know that's a weird thing to say, but and I know Hawkman's gonna be pissed about it, but I'd like to see the Peacemaker crew interact with these people. Yes, so this movie is very much aligned in the DCEU. Going back to Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate is a real one. He's not... I hate the fact that people want to compare him to Doctor Strange. They're not the same. Dr. Fate would eat Doctor Strange for breakfast. I'm not saying Doctor Strange isn't strong, but if Constantine can kick your ass, then Dr. Fate is definitely going to kick your ass. Oh boy. And I know a lot of people are going to get mad for what I said, so if you think he can beat Doctor Strange, or Doctor Strange can beat Dr. Fate and Constantine, please explain in the comics. Please explain in the comment section. Elaborate, so I'm not just putting words out there. Overall, it was a pretty solid movie. I liked it. Again, actions, Adam has always been just a generic bad guy with a heart of gold because, in the comics, he wants to be the protector, kind of like Namor or Doctor Doom. He plays whatever side benefits Kahndaq at the time. So yeah, a lot like Namor, Doctor Doom, Black Panther. They're all kind of like monarchs, very similar types of people. So don't really expect anything. In this movie, he didn't really want to be a champion or a king or a hero. He was just out for revenge and just doing what he was told because he felt obligated to just help the people that freed him from his tomb. So yeah, going forward, I guess he's going to protect Kahndaq, and they're teaming up a whole thing with Superman. Yes, Superman is in this movie towards the end. It's only 20 seconds. It's pretty much Amanda Waller saying, well, you better stay in Kahndaq if you know what's good for you. And he's like, don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Fuck around and find out.
How much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out.
And then she's like, all right, who's gonna stop? Who's gonna stop me? I'm Black Adam. And then Superman shows up and he's like, we need to talk. So, and they play the John Williams theme. Guys, I thought Henry Cavill looked great. I love the colors. Everyone's saying, oh no, he doesn't look great. Oh my God, they used John Williams theme. Because he's Superman. Superman is supposed to be iconic. I get it. The Hans theme is beautiful. It's iconic. It's tied to Henry Cavill, but like the Williams score, that's Superman, point blank. And it wasn't like egregious. It's like it was very subtle the way they used the Superman theme. Maybe make the orange, tone down the colors in the shield and make it more yellow than orange. Other than that, perfectly fine. I thought it looked great. Colors were good. I like the little, haha, I'm Superman. He wasn't arrogant, but he had a little, bro, calm down, been there, done that type situation towards the end. Overall, Black Adam was a good movie. I think you guys should see it. If you agree, disagree, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know the next time we upload. And thanks for watching.